Hello there Internet, it's Victor, King of the Morons. Welcome to another Japanese for Morons. This is the video series during which I introduce some Japanese news, teach a little bit of Japanese, and hopefully improve your Japanese. Hopefully you learn something. Today's story is about Trump visiting Japan. He'll be here on November 5th and meet with Prime Minister Abe on the 6th, talking to people all over Japan. The general might, well, of course this is just the people I've talked to, by no means a scientific survey, but most people are generally upset about North Korea. If you've been reading the news, you've heard that they've been experimenting, shooting test missiles over Japan, and if you live in certain parts of Japan, you will hear warnings and emergency sirens going off warning you to get to your shelter, which is basically impossible because by the time you got there, the bombs probably would have already reached you. But anyway, most people are worried, but at the same time they realize there's nothing they can really do about it, so they go about their business like they would any other day. Now, I have a right-winger friend, acquaintance, who assures me that Trump is the best thing for Japan, and that he's very happy that Trump has kept the military option. His English is very good. Has kept the military option on the table, and his opinion is they should do a tactical strike and take care of North Korea. Of course, I don't think that would be the way to go, but of course I'm just a guy making videos on the internet and teaching English here in Japan, and Japanese on the side. But of course I don't know what would be the best thing to do, but it seems to me that Japan and North Korea and South Korea would suffer the brunt of any war that America had. So hopefully nothing will happen, but we'll see. Anyway, unlike previous videos, instead of doing the whole video, which will take more than 20 minutes because this is a really tough one, what I've done for you today is selected a video from ANN News CH. The link is right here to your right, and it's also in the description. Feel free to click on that. And this channel often erases videos, so if you're studying listening, I advise you to capture that video as soon as possible and listen to it a billion times, because there's really no better way to improve your listening by just listening. Now, for those of you who are beginner students or low-level students, I'm just going to explain the story and give you a few words to focus on while you're listening to this, okay? First of all, the headline of the story is basically saying that I'm going to sink Japan in the ocean. This is a quote from the North Korean leader, the chairman Kim, and he points out Prime Minister Abe by name. He says, "I'm going to get you," basically. And then the article goes on to talk about how he visited a makeup factory with his younger sister, Imoto, and she's gorgeous, by the way. And he gave some, basically said, "This is a great factory, this makeup factory that I'm visiting today. The makeup's great and the packaging is great. And by the way, if Japan continues to blindly follow whatever crazy aberrations Trump, if they continue to follow Trump's aberrations, I will sink the entire chain of Japanese islands into the ocean." Of course, he uses passive tense, so he would say the entirety of Japan's islands will be sunk into the ocean if Japan continues to blindly follow Trump's craziness. And he threatened Japan this way. That's basically the article. There was some photographic opportunities there, and what I've done, like I said here, as you can see on the right here, I've got the kanji and the actual reading of it, though I didn't really concentrate on the vocabulary this time because there's so much of it and it's pretty high level. But there are a few words here that I think are very useful, so let me go through these very quickly. These words will be in the video that you hear. Hōmon suru, to visit. Rainichi suru, it's not in the video, but a very good word to know. It means to visit Japan specifically. You'll also hear the word for president, which is daitōryō. Toranpu daitōryō, and of course Abe Sōri Daijin, or Abe Sōri. That would be the shortening. I guess that would be like Prez Trump, right? And then chairman, which is of course for Kim, the North Korean leader, and that would be Kim iinchō. And the other word, the high-level word here for most students, not really a beginning word, but they do say it twice, is ikaku, which is a threat, and ikaku suru is to threaten. Makeup is keshō-hin. He visits a makeup factory, which is kojo, so keshō-hin kojo. And the word marugoto is useful, but of course in this video they talk about sinking the entirety of Japan in the ocean, which, as you probably can imagine, is not a very useful conversational phrase. But the word marugoto is conversational and is useful, and it can be used, it's used most often with I ate the whole thing. For example, keiki o marugoto tabeta. I ate the entire cake. And that's the kanji down here. Of course, the squiggly line you can replace with any food. So keiki o marugoto tabeta. I ate the cake in its entirety. Okay, that's your vocabulary. Let's go back, and you don't need this anymore. Well, you know what I'll do is I'll put this at the bottom here, and let me just put this over here, hopefully under me. I hope that's, I'm not sure exactly how far this video goes down here. Yes, let's do that. Okay, we'll put that there so you can read along with me. And yeah, and I will put, oh yeah, keshō-hin. By the way, the reason I thought keshō-hin itself is very useful, not just because it's makeup, but because of this sign. It says keshō-shitsu, so makeup room, or the toilet, the powder room, if you will. Now, I've also given you links to an English article on this that talks about the issue, and we got the video. We've also got a script that, well, I guess you don't need this because this is the script that the TV Asahi prepared for this video, but it's actually incorrect. It actually has some mistakes. So my script below in the description is actually more accurate. Anyway, let's get to the video. And what I'll do is pause on occasion to point out some of the words that you will hear, that are some of these words that are below me here, right? So one more time, that's hōmon suru, 来日する大統領総理大臣、委員長、威嚇、化粧品, and marugoto. You're not going to hear the whole thing. You're just going to hear marugoto, which is in its entirety. Let's get to it. Okay.
北朝鮮の労働新聞は10日ぶりに金正恩委員長の動静を報じました。
iinchō. Did you hear it? There was iinchō already. Here we go.
来月予定されているトランプ大統領の日本訪問にも触れて、日本
There you have two of them. You heard daitōryō and hōmon. The president will visit.
日本を強く威嚇しています。
And that was 威嚇しています。He threatened. 強く威嚇しています。He strongly threatened.
今日付の労働新聞は、キム委員長が
There is iinchō again.
リ・ソルジュ夫人を伴って、平壌の化粧品工場を視察する写真を掲載しました。
化粧品工場 the makeup factory.
今月7日に朝鮮労働党の政治局広報委員に昇進したばかりの妹のキム・ヨジョン氏の姿もあります。
This is not on your list, but you should know the word imoto. Imoto is your little sister. Imoto. If you don't know this word, you should look it up. Look up the word imoto for a little sister in Japanese, and that's her. She's quite the looker, you gotta admit.
キム委員長は
There it is again. iinchō and keshō-hin. You heard both.
数が多く、質が良いだけでなく放送も実に綺麗だと述べたということです。また、同じ労働新聞は安倍総理大臣を名指しして
安倍総理大臣 There we go. The Prime Minister, Abe Prime Minister.
批判する委員会談話も報じました。来月初めのトランプ大統領の日本訪問について
Regarding next month, so this was a few days ago. This was October, so technically next month would be November. Regarding President Trump's visit to Japan next month. Go back a little bit.
来月初めのトランプ大統領の日本訪問について トランプの常軌を逸したラッパに相槌を打ち、手先となって軽率に振る舞えば、日本列島が丸ごと海に葬られると日本を威嚇しています。
Okay, and at the end there, you heard the marugoto and 威嚇しています。Threatened, and of course the whole script is here. You can see the whole script here at the very bottom. Right here, he says, トランプの常軌にしたラッパに相槌を打ち、手先となって軽率に振る舞えば、日本列島が、this is the important part, 日本列島が丸ごと海に葬られる。Japan's island will completely in the ocean be buried. He's using the passive tense there. と日本を威嚇しています。He threatened Japan. And that's your lesson. Thank you very much for studying with me. As you can tell, these videos take a long time to make. So please support the video by giving us a thumbs up, leaving a comment, of course, subscribing to the channel. And if you want to go further, you can support me on Patreon. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, study hard.